Welcome back, everyone. It's Kirok here. Glad to have you back in my home in Riveroak. So, last time we covered a bunch of different areas in my place. Since then, you've probably seen the other video with um, Fleagle 2000. Great video. We spent quite a bit of time putting that together and coming up with something that was really nice and presentable. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you guys pretty much the rest of the stuff that I didn't get a chance to show you. Starting with the pig spawner, the one that I was pointing to in the previous episode, right up here. Now, as I had mentioned before, oh, let me eat something. A good portion of the place, my house here, I've built is put together legitimately, and similarly a good portion is built from being in creative mode. And this pig spawner is built using actual spawners that were available in creative mode in previous versions of Minecraft, but is no longer available because now they've replaced it with the spawn eggs. So here, I'll show you over here too. Yeah, so it's a two-sided spawner. 4 pig spawners on each side, and you'll notice there's water covering them. Essentially, right now this is in off mode, or shut off, and downstairs in the storage area there's actually a switch, and what the switch does is it brings down these glowstone blocks here so that it cuts off the water flow from the source blocks, therefore opening this area as a spawnable area for the pigs. Some of the pigs will jump into the stream that's over here, but some of them end up staying in the same spot, and that's one of the things they changed in the way mobs behave. After a certain amount of time, they stop moving, and they'll just sit there. So it used to work a little better before that change was made, and right now I have to kind of toggle the switch on and on to allow this water flow to push them into that water flow over there. Once they fall into this water flow, and remember the same thing is reflected on the other side, they then meet in the center area right about there, and I'll go around and show you what it looks like from the other side over here, and then they get pushed out and then up these channels, up the stairs, and the same thing on this side over here, up this channel, and then they go outside, and I'll show you the outside portion of it afterwards. So let's go downstairs and turn this on. Wow, my mouse is a little weird. Okay. So this is the switch that controls it, and this is my actual loot spot right here. In fact, if I stand in it and look straight up, you will see lava and a chamber that goes all the way up to the top. So essentially they spawn on the floor above me and get transported up high, and then they fall down through the lava, hit the ground where I'm standing, and essentially roast, leaving roasted pork chops, or like I like to call it, bacon. So let's flick it on, and you're gonna hear the pigs momentarily. There they are. You can see one from the corner here. What I'll do is I'll head upstairs and show you now how flipping the switch has affected it. Wow, my mouse is a little laggy today. There we go. So you'll see that the water flow has been cut off, and the pigs are actually, you know, spawning as the spawners would do. And there's one guy who's already caught in the stream. So I'm gonna go downstairs and toggle the switch. And by toggling the switch, I am disabling the spawners, but if you look up there, it's pushing the pigs into the water flow that then takes them up on the elaborate stair water mechanism. So I give it usually a few seconds, and then flick it off. This cuts off the water flow and allows them to respawn, or a new set to respawn. Because what happens is only a certain amount of pigs can spawn within the range of the spawner. So my goal is to get them into the water flow, and the water flow will take them up high and away from the spawners, which will allow a new set of pigs to respawn. So eventually they'll make it up to the top and then fall through this lava. So I'm going to go show you that. Let me disable it for now. We'll go upstairs. There we go. So you can see here, there's one guy, and look, see, they're going up the stairwell. So the water flow is actually pushing them up the stair and then up to the next one, up to the stair and then the next one, and so on. And let's go further up and I'll show you. So you guys saw this before. This here is the potion area, which I've never used. This here is my enchanting area, which I use often. But what I want to show you, and you haven't seen, is this little area right here leads to my bed, or my bedroom. But that I will get into momentarily. Here's my little fireplace. Here you can see the elaborate stair system that takes the pigs all the way up. There we go. You saw one flame down. There we go. And then they fall off an edge through the lava and all the way down into the floor, basically where we were standing, where the switch is. So this setup allows me to stand in one place and in a relatively short period of time collect a lot of bacon. Oh, Evil's online. Cool. He's working on a big project. So what I'm going to do is head all the way downstairs to where they hit the ground. And voila. Food. Oh, yeah. And that's how I get my my bacon. Yeah, it's a lot of fun actually. I wish I could figure out a way to turn it into not only a loot trap for pigs, but a way to get XP off them. Believe me, I've tried to swing and hit them when they fall, but no, that doesn't work. So anyways, that's how the I get all my food from the pigs. It's a cool mechanism, but it's all based off creative mode. Without those spawners, there was no way they would work, or it would work. I would have to breed them as normal. And that's pretty much it for that. Let's go up real quick. I'll show you how I do my enchanting. I decided to kind of go simple. I have 3 areas where I have enchanting set up. These are low-level enchants, so I only have enough bookshelves here to go up to level 10. This one here goes basically from 20 to from 10 to 20. Less bookshelves around the enchanting table, and then this one is a full setup with all the possible enchanting the bookshelves for it to give me the high range 50s, 40s, and 50s enchanting. And that's it. Simple, no pistons, no nothing. Probably going to do something a lot more complicated on my other series. Yeah, so, oh, let's go back up. I'll show you the bedroom. And so if I die in the game, this is essentially where I will spawn. So I have a bunch of chests. One set up with a, a base stockpile of tools and armor and food in case I die. And there's the bed. And that's all it is. This is just my area. I got a nice view from up here. It's on top of my base. I can see the forest, my backyard, and of course the pig killing machine. I put a little fireplace over here, just for looks. Yeah. Alright, so you guys have seen the pig spawner, and I've shown you where my actual house is, or where my actual bedroom is. What I'm going to show you next is the pool. That little pool that you saw in the backyard in the last episode, it's a combination of growing the trees in my tree farm over there, as well as creative to get all those redstone lamps. And what I've done is I've set it up with and this is kind of cool. I saw an episode that Etho had not too long ago, which he did in creative mode, but he showed a concept video where you can actually set up a room completely walls, ceiling, and the floor set up with these redstone lamps, and then have areas where spiders will spawn. And when those spiders spawn, they'll touch pressure plates that light up the lights. So I kind of took that concept and threw it in here. Again, this is one that wouldn't work without being in creative mode. And I'll show you the behind the scenes. You guys have probably noticed there's 2 pressure plates here. Not every stair that leads up to the top bridge here has one. It's only on this side. If I go into these 2 trapdoors, let me go in here. Come on. You'll see that I have a dispenser, another dispenser, and there's a trapdoor above this one. And these 2 dispensers are powered by those pressure plates that are beneath or above these pieces of, or these planks here. And you'll see underneath the redstone lamps I have a complete series of pressure plates, you know, at the bottom. There's the other side of the dispenser and the other one too. And so essentially what happens is if somebody, oh, by the way, I'll show you what's inside the dispensers. I have spawn eggs for spiders. Same on the other side. And I'm using spiders, again, based off of what Etho had created as a concept, because when spiders spawn and they're aggressive, they track you. So it's the unique property of them tracking you that I'm taking advantage of. So essentially, I'll show you how it works. It's pretty simple. When I pass over the pressure plates, you will hear the dispensers eject 2 spawners, or 2 spiders, and then watch what happens. And there we go. So I made the bridge that goes across the pool out of glass. So as I move across it, the spiders will follow. There's 2 of them there. And basically, as they follow, the redstone lamps light up, which is actually kind of cool. So it's just more for effect, more for look. Once I saw that video, I was like, oh, this is so cool. I got to set this up. I got to do it. Had the idea. Yeah. So, you know, it serves no real functional purpose. It's purely for the fun of putting something like this together. There they are. Yeah, you can't really see them because they're a little bit under a lip over here. And that's how the pool works. Yeah. All right. I guess the last thing I want to show is I'm going to show the Nether rail system. The Nether rail system is actually a system that is put together by the admins on the server. Evil, actually, Evil Rodent, is one of the guys that's working on it. Actually, he did a lot of work. He put it together. I remember he was creating circuits and stuff like that. It's complicated stuff way above my head. Now, it's available through the portal. So, essentially what you do is you go through the portal. It takes you into the Nether. And then in the Nether, every single person's place has a station. And that station is linked up basically by rail. So the idea is you can actually transfer or travel between portals much quicker on the Nether side, and therefore getting to greater distances on the overworld side. What I'm going to do is, I don't think I have a card on me, nope. So I'm going to run down here and grab one, and then we'll go over to the Nether, and I'll show you my station. Oh, and we get to decorate our stations up the way we like them. Nice. Come on. Oh, look. There's a big guy there. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Sorry, I got sidetracked there. Yeah, so let me grab a cart. Put these guys away. And we'll go through the portal, and I'll show you how the whole system works. Okay, so this is my station. Now everyone's got a slightly different theme, but they basically get to design it the way they want. And again, I built this in creative mode, again using redstone lamps, as you can see, and I also used the cracked stone bricks as well as the moss stone bricks. And down this hall, I can get to one of the other guys' place. His name is Master, or Master Explorer. And then down this way, it leads to another place. So essentially the way it works is there is a room with circuits. I'm not going to begin to explain it because I really don't understand it. And then there is a console panel here. And the way the console works is this is the button to send your cart from this rail off to wherever you want to go. And then these buttons represent numbers. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. And essentially what you do is you basically come up to the console and you punch in the 4-digit code for the person you want to go visit. So in this case, well, actually, before I do that, I will get back to that. I will show you why I have all of these redstone lamps in this area. This doorway just leads to the Nether, or an open area of the Nether that I want to eventually set up with a blaze spawner, because this actually goes to a blade spawner. But I'm going to show you how this whole contraption works. It works very similarly to the pool. Further down the rail, I have a detector rail just before you come in or as you leave my area. Same thing on this side. There's the detector rail just before you come in or leave my area. And I have rooms. Oh, actually, this one's only one room. Here we go. That have pressure plates, and these pressure plates light up those lanterns on the outside. And there is, as you can see, a dispenser. This dispenser, unlike, here I'll show you the upstairs for the roof. Unlike the other one where at the pool, it doesn't have, here we go. These dispensers do not have, you notice there's one and then there's another one over there. Spider spawners, they have silverfish spawners. And the reason I put silverfish spawners is because they actually have the same characteristics as a spider and follow people around. They track people. And again, I learned that from one of Etho's episodes where he was creating a silverfish trap and storage mechanism. So I took advantage of that and set this up. So I have the upper roof area here. And then a room down here which handles one of the walls. And then from the other side here, so this wall was handled by that little room. The upstairs was here. And then this area and this area are handled by these two doors here. One. Right? Same setup. Pressure plates, dispenser. And basically, same thing on the other side. Whoa, that's not supposed to be open. Oh well. Like so. Now, some of them have dual dispensers because I want all of the walls to light up simultaneously when somebody either arrives or leaves from either side or either direction. You'll notice that when I was in those rooms, all the rooms were built out of netherrack and nothing with stone or cobblestone or smooth stone, simply because if they were, the silverfish as they spawn would then hide in there, eventually destroy all those blocks and cause it to be a room that was, would be useless. So essentially the way it works is when somebody comes in, I'll do this manually. When someone comes in and they hit that detector rail, they spawn. And that's the other reason why this area is dark, because I want the lights to have their maximum effect. But basically, wherever the player goes, they track. So essentially, it's the same setup. See? It's the same setup as the pool, only I did it in, instead of one flat surface, I did it in a roof and a few walls. And it adds a cool effect. The only thing I wish we could make different colored redstone lanterns. That would be awesome. Make it look like a discotheque out of the 80s. So yeah, that's how my nether rail station is set up and decorated. And that's it. That's pretty cool. So I'll get back to now showing you how this works here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to visit Hyperborea, the same place that you guys saw Fleagle present in the previous episode. The address for Hyperborea is 3021. So you'll notice there's a number here. And what I'm going to do is basically this is the launch button, 0, 1, 2, 3. So 3021. So I'm going to hit 3, 0, 2, and 1, and you'll notice the sign is changed to reflect that, 3021. And with the address punched into the console, place my cart, get in the cart, and go. And this will take me to Hyperborea, which is Fleagle's place. Once I get there, I'll just do a quick little show of his nether rail, or his station that is, and then we'll just come straight back. Won't be necessary to show you his grounds because we already did that in the previous episode that you watched. And there you go. So it brought us right to his place, as you can see. There we go, Hyperborea. And as you can see, he's already labeled out that this rail here leads to Riveroak, which is my area, and there's my address, 2021. Then this is another place, Snitchel Keep, and Anonymous, and I think over here they had Moose City. Moose City is actually a communal city built on the server where everyone gets a plot of land that you can build any building you want, which is kind of cool. I haven't used it at all yet. I'd like to one day expand in that area, not to make a permanent base, but just to make some kind of cool structure. And that's essentially how the nether rail system works. So it works on a console system. This is not, I guess, built into the game. There are plugins that allow you to set up this system. Again, as I mentioned before, I really don't get it. Don't get this stuff. It's a little beyond or over my head in terms of how it works and how it comes together to make it work. I prefer, good old redstone and simple stuff, but that's just me. So I'm going to end up going back to my base. So my base number was 2021. So we're going to go back to the console here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is the launch. So 2, 0, 2, 1, and you'll notice the numbers change, 2021. Place my cart, get in, and off I go. That's all there is to it. So these are a couple of things that in the previous episode it did run a little long. It was about 47 minutes. I didn't get a chance to show these things off, so I figured I wanted to show them off, give you a complete finished tour. And that's it for now. I think I'm going to end the episode at this point. Oh, there we go. As you saw, as I arrived to my base, the Silverfish jumped out to greet me. It's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Yeah. So let's go back to my home. Ooh, lag. Alright everyone, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. I guess what I'm going to do in the future episode, one of the things that I want to do that's been on my list for a while, I did show off, you can see here, I did show off the mushroom farm that I have. I am totally not happy with it. In fact, I really hated it when they nerfed how mushrooms spawn and how they worked. I had this nifty setup with pistons and water collection, and then they just screwed everything up when they changed it. Instead, what I might do is see if I can find myself a mushroom island, which I think Evil mentioned where it was. So I'm going to look on the overworld map on our website and find out where it is, how far it is, what kind of trek I need to make, and get some of those cows over here. So I think what I'll do is I'll destroy this on another episode, take it down completely, set it up and get it ready to accept mushroom cows. And then I guess on that episode what I'll do is I'll make it a little trek out there, grab a couple of them and bring them back. So I'm going to end it off. Hope you guys liked it, and I will see you next time. Kirak out.